last album.
What? No.
I just saw some fans going, well, she's going to...
So apparently Taylor Swift is about to hang up her microphone, delete her entire discography, and retire into domestic bliss with Travis Kelce. Because nothing says happily ever after like abandoning a billion-dollar empire and a fan base that would literally go to war for you. Yeah, that's the rumor making rounds faster than a Swiftie decoding Easter eggs in a music video. But here's the kicker. Taylor's response to this absolute nonsense has the internet in a chokehold, and honestly, it's more entertaining than the rumor itself. Buckle up, because we're diving into the chaos, the claps back, and exactly why this whole narrative is more fictional than a folklore track. Let's set the scene. Travis Kelce wins another Super Bowl. Taylor's been spotted at more NFL games than some sports commentators. And suddenly the internet decides it's their job to write the next chapter of her life. The rumor mill goes into overdrive. Wedding bells are ringing, babies are being planned, and oh yeah, she's definitely quitting music, because apparently women can't have both a relationship and a career in 2025. It's giving 1950s housewife fantasy, and frankly, it's insulting. This is Taylor Swift we're talking about. The woman who turned a breakup album into a cultural reset, who re-recorded her entire back catalog out of pure spite and strategic genius, who literally cannot stop working even if you paid her to. But sure, she's going to trade stadium tours for Sunday dinners. Makes total sense. Now, where did this ridiculous rumor even start? Some random gossip blog with zero credibility decided to publish a quote from an inside source, claiming Taylor told friends she's ready to step back from music after marrying Travis. The source, by the way, is about as reliable as a chocolate teapot. No names, no receipts, just vibes and speculation. But that didn't stop the story from spreading like wildfire across social media. Twitter went feral, TikTok exploded with hot takes, and suddenly everyone became a relationship expert with a PhD in Taylor Swift's life choices. The problem with the internet is that nobody waits for confirmation anymore. Someone whispers something vaguely dramatic and boom, it's treated like gospel. Critical thinking? Never heard of her. But here's where it gets juicy. Taylor Swift, queen of controlling her own narrative, didn't let this slide. Instead of ignoring it like a normal celebrity might, she dropped the most perfect, subtle clapback that had her fans screaming and the rumor spreaders scrambling. During a recent appearance, when asked about her future plans, Taylor smiled that knowing smile and said something along the lines of having so much more music to create and stories to tell. No dramatics, no direct acknowledgement of the rumor, just a calm, confident statement that basically translates to nice try, but I'm not going anywhere. It's the celebrity equivalent of laughing in someone's face without actually laughing. Chef's kiss. Pure class with a side of savage. And let's talk about why this rumor is so absurdly off base. Taylor Swift has been building her empire since she was 16 years old. She's not just a musician, she's a brand, a business mogul, a cultural icon who influences everything from fashion to politics. Her Eras tour literally boosted the GDP of cities she performed in. She's got Grammys stacked like pancakes, chart records that make other artists weep, and a fan base so dedicated they analyze her Instagram captions like they're solving a murder mystery. You really think she's throwing all that away because she fell in love? As if she hasn't been in relationships before while simultaneously dominating the music industry. This woman wrote entire albums while dating, breaking up, making up, and breaking up again. Multitasking is literally her superpower. The whole narrative also reeks of sexism, and we need to call it out. When male artists get married or have kids, nobody suggests they're about to quit music. Nobody wrote articles about Jay-Z retiring when he married Beyoncé. Nobody assumed Ed Sheeran would stop making music after becoming a father. But the second a successful woman gets serious with someone, the world starts writing her retirement speech. It's this outdated idea that women have to choose between love and ambition. As if having both is some impossible feat. Taylor has literally shown us time and time again that she can manage multiple aspects of her life without sacrificing her career. She's been in the spotlight for nearly 2 decades, navigating relationships, public scrutiny, industry drama, and she's still standing, still creating, still breaking records. If anything, her relationship with Travis seems to be making her happier, not less ambitious. Travis Kelce himself has been nothing but supportive of Taylor's career. The man flies across the country to watch her perform, hypes her up in interviews, and clearly has zero expectations of her becoming a stay-at-home wife. He's dating Taylor Swift, not someone looking for a career change. He knows what he signed up for, and spoiler alert, it includes sold-out stadiums and world tours. Their relationship actually seems incredibly healthy because they both have their own successful careers and support each other's ambitions. It's almost like modern relationships can exist where both people thrive individually while being together. Revolutionary concept, I know. What makes this whole situation even more ridiculous is the timing. Taylor just wrapped one of the most successful tours in history. She's been re-releasing albums that debut at #1 like it's a casual Tuesday, and she's shown zero signs of slowing down. If anything, she seems more energized and creative than ever. Her recent projects have been critically acclaimed, commercially successful, and culturally relevant. Why would she walk away from that? For what? To prove a point to absolutely nobody? The logic doesn't logic. It's like saying Usain Bolt should stop running because he got a girlfriend. Absurd. The Swifties, bless them, immediately jumped to Taylor's defense, flooding social media with receipts, logic, and a healthy dose of sarcasm. They pulled up interviews where Taylor talked about making music until she's old and gray, lyrics that reference her dedication to her craft, and basically built an entire case proving why this rumor is faker than a $3 bill. The fandom's response was swift, pun absolutely intended, and brutal. They dragged the gossip sites, called out the sexism, and made it very clear that underestimating Taylor Swift is a rookie mistake. Watching Swifties mobilize is like watching a highly organized army deploy within minutes. It's impressive and slightly terrifying. So what's the real story here? Taylor Swift is living her best life, dating someone who makes her happy, continuing to dominate the music industry, and laughing at ridiculous rumors from her throne made of Grammy Awards. She's not quitting music. She's not becoming a housewife. She's not giving up her career for a man. She's simply existing as a successful woman in a relationship, which apparently is so threatening to some people that they have to invent fantasy scenarios where she gives it all up. The reality is far less dramatic and far more inspiring. Taylor is proof that you can have love, success, creativity, and ambition all at once. You don't have to choose. You can have the stadium tour and the relationship. You can be a global superstar and someone's partner. It's not either or, it's both and. The rumor has been thoroughly debunked. Taylor has indirectly addressed it with her signature grace and subtle shade, and life goes on. But this whole circus serves as a reminder of how quickly misinformation spreads and how society still struggles with the idea of ambitious women in relationships. We're in 2025, and people are still shocked when a woman refuses to dim her light for anyone. Taylor Swift isn't going anywhere, and honestly, we should all know better by now. The woman literally wrote a song called Long Story Short, where she says, "I survived." She's been counted out, written off, and underestimated more times than we can count, and every single time she comes back stronger. So no, she's not quitting music. But she might just write another album about people who doubted her, and honestly, we can't wait. What's next for Taylor and Travis? Stay tuned, because if we've learned anything, it's that Fame Monarchy always has the real story.